Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Valorant tips and tricks video. In today's video, I am starting a brand new series on this channel, and it is a Valorant weapon guide series where we're going to go in depth with every single weapon in Valorant. So today we're going to be starting with the classic pistols, and then we're going to be working our way all the way to the Odin. So if you're looking to learn more about the weapons, maybe you're coming from a different game other than CS, then you're going to want to watch this series to learn how each of the weapons shoot, when you should be using the weapons, and honestly, like during what rounds you should use them, regarding like how many credits you have, or the best situations to hold, like the best angles to hold, the distance to hold. So everything about each weapon we're going to be going over in this series. But like I said, we're going to be starting with the classic pistol today. And I promise you guys, if you can learn how to use the classic pistol, you're going to be saving so many credits during pistol rounds and save rounds. And we've seen this from the devs actually playing the game. They love the classic pistol, they made the game, and they still use the classic pistol. So it's not as bad as many players think. So today, in this video, we are going over the economy and like situations when you should buy it, the best times to use this weapon, the best agents to use with, if that does matter, the best places to hold, the distance drop-offs, and the skins that are available. So starting off, we're going to go ahead and talk about the economy / situations to buy in. So every single round in Valorant, you start out with the classic pistol for 100% free, as you guys can see right there. It's not going to cost you any credits to purchase this. And one of the best parts about the economy surrounding this weapon is that you can then take, like, so let's say it's a pistol round. You can take your credits that you would buy like a Ghost or Sheriff and purchase light shields. This way you have the health advantage over your opponents so that you could hopefully win more of the fights. And we're going to talk about a key technique you guys are going to want to use in order to actually make the classic pistol good. But you have 800 credits at the start of the pistol round, so 400 for the light shield means that you're going to have 400 left over. This means you can purchase Updraft, Cloudburst, or any of your abilities. I'm using Jet right now, so those are my abilities. And this way, you're able to use your abilities to get into trickier situations to catch your enemies off guard. So it's really smart play to just save all your credits, not for weapons, but more for abilities and armor. So I only suggest this if you are able to understand the technique that we're going to be going over in this video, because the pistol cannot do too much damage from far away, like whenever you're holding angles and everything. So like as you guys can see, we have the bot spawned right there. If I come all the way back here, it's gonna take 2 shots to the head to kill them. And that's like not a lot, because that's if you're aiming for the head. Whereas if I take something like the Ghost, I'm able to just one tap them from the head at this distance. So, I mean, you're definitely going to want to play it a bit differently. And one of the best parts about the classic pistol, as you guys can see on the right side of your screen, is that there's 2 fire modes. The primary fire mode you're going to choose by just left clicking your mouse, and then the alternate fire mode is when you right click your mouse. So starting with the primary fire, it's semi-automatic. That means that every single time you press, 1 bullet's going to come out. You cannot hold down. You just have to constantly tap it. So your fire rate for this fire method is 6.75 rounds per second. So it's actually pretty fast. You can like really just start spraying, but like as you tap faster, your crosshair is going to move up a bit. So you do like kind of have to like slow down a bit. That's my technique that I like to use whenever I'm holding it from long, but I don't normally hold this from long positions. I like to use the alternating fire technique. So the alternating fire is a 3-round burst. The spread is increased, but the fire rate is 2.2 rounds per second. So this means that it's going to shoot a bit slower, but you fire 3 rounds every single time you right click. So honestly, this works best when you're close up, but you can do it from somewhat distance, and all you have to do is just tap on their heads and right click. As you guys can see, spread is a bit increased, so it works better whenever you're like right next to them, because all your bullets will hit. But what I like to do is use this technique of jumping around corners and then tapping their heads, because they're not going to expect that. And one of the best parts about this pistol is that in the air, you have 100% accuracy with it. So you're jumping and you're just able to tap on heads and you're going to get the kills because your enemies will not expect you jumping around corners. They're going to be holding these far off angles, and if you can find a way to like go sideways and flank them almost, you're just going to be able to jump out and then hit. Of course, I'm not that great at aiming, so I still have to work on it. But if you can learn to hit heads every single time, just jumping around, you're going to be able to get so many kills. And we've seen the devs doing this. The devs literally made this game, and when they're playing these competitive tournaments, such as the ESPN Valorant tournament, they're using the classic pistols, and their knowledge of the pistols are winning them the pistol rounds, and that leads to second round wins just because they can take their momentum and just continue with it because they have the economy that they saved during the pistol round to then purchase maybe like a Vandal and heavy armor during their next rounds. So it's a very cool technique if you guys can learn it, and this is when I would suggest doing during your save rounds. Like, save rounds aren't supposed to be where you win and kill them. It's great if you do because that's awesome, you won a round, but mainly you just want to get a pick or two, get your economy rolling a bit more. So if you can just hold a close angle and then right when they walk out, you just right click, you don't even have to jump. You just have to be holding a close enough angle to the point where if you right tap on the head, you're going to get the kills. So guys, our next section for this video is the best agents to use with. And honestly, I can see every agent using this. You just have to be creative with your abilities in order to understand what you should be doing. So I'm in the practice mode right here in a custom game by myself, and I'm going to show you a situation with B tons that you can hold this angle. So honestly, you could come here, but I feel like they're going to check that more. As they exit, they're just going to peek this corner and they're going to be able to see you. But if you're able to put your barrier up and then boost on top of it, then you're going to be able to cross and get on top of this platform right here. This way, as soon as they're breaking through, you're just going to be able to slow that area. So let's say that they're breaking through. So now that that's broken, they're able to get through this part of the wall. And now is when you're sitting up here, you're just able to throw it. And now they're slowed. They will not be able to run back. And then as they start pushing out, all you have to do is just press that right click and you should be able to get at least one of the kills. So we're saying on a save round where you're just trying to get one pick and that's all you need to do, you can just hold this corner, slow it, and then right click, get that kill, and then you get the extra economy that next round. But just be aware that you have to change up where you're holding. So if you do this one round, you probably don't want to peek from that same angle again. You could probably go in here, put your wall up right here, and sit in this corner. They won't even expect it. So if they're expecting you to hold some angle that you've been holding the whole game, so let's say, I mean, this is a great example. If you're holding like a Vandal, so you're holding from back here, you're not going to hold this pistol back here. You need to be like up close and personal with them, just hiding random places to kill them. We could even go to mid on split. We can show you an example here that I might give a try at least, because you never know. Like, if you can get over here fast enough where you're just sitting here, normally the barrier is right here for the defenders. So if you're able to get here fast enough, as long as they do not hear you, you should be able to hold this angle, because their barrier over here is right here. You cannot cross this, but they will be able to go fast enough if you go here. So you might need to like use Raze's blast pack in order to get over there. But it's like using those abilities to go faster. You could even try to place your wall right here so that they're blocked even more. And this allows you to get into the situation on an angle where you can hold it. So that was kind of two sections in one. The best agents to use with, I wanted to address. I didn't make it too clear, but the best agents to use with, it just doesn't matter. Anyone can use it. You just have to be smart about your positioning. Learn how to use your utility in order to place yourself in better situations where your opponents will not be able to find you and not expect you, and then change that position up. So we showed you two places that are great to hold on split, so you know you got the tons, and then in mid, there's also just random places in A. Just try to find places where your enemies will not expect you, and you will do just fine, because we're mainly using this on save rounds, but you could also use it during buy rounds, because as you guys know, you purchase like a Vandal during your buy rounds, you always have this classic pistol. So you're holding this long angle, and they see you, they're coming to push with Odins or something, and it scares you, so you can back up, wait for them to start running by you, and then one tap them in the head. So it's that kind of thinking that's really going to help you improve your gameplay in Valorant and hopefully get a few more picks during those save rounds, because I keep on addressing it. Save rounds are so important if you can get a pick or two just to boost your economy even more. So for the last part of this video, I wanted to show you guys the skins that are available to you guys. So right now there are 5 skins for it. The one that's already on it, just the plain skin. I don't know if you guys want me to count that as one, but the classic skin right here. And then the 2 on the right are paid for. We have the Avalanche Classic, which is a set. You can purchase it for all weapons, and that looks really sick in my opinion. So the next skin that we have is the Imperium Classic. It's this golden dragon that looks so cool. Sadly, it does cost money, and that's where I'm kind of like, I don't want to drop a ton of money for a pistol skin, but you never know, I might invest into it into the future. But then we can go back, and to the left of the normal skin, we have the 2 that you can unlock by using characters and choosing their contract. So first we have Raze's Classic. This one is if you unlock to level 9 of the Raze contract, and I'm going to go and show you guys how you guys can actually do that later on after we review this last one, which is Sage's Classic. This looks like her slow orb technology was put onto the weapon, and that's really cool. So in order to actually unlock those, you want to come to collection, go to agents, and then you're looking at Raze. And then I already have her activated, but let's say that this is what it looks like except Raze back there. You just want to click activate, and you're going to activate that contract. So this is actually what it's going to look like. I just click activate, and then you can view the contract right here, what you're going to unlock. I'm so close to unlocking Raze, which is going to be nice because I want to use the most overpowered agent in the game. Like, I want to use the nades. I know that she did get a small nerf, but she still looks so fun to use. So you guys can see chapter 1 and chapter 2. This weapon skin is going to be in chapter 2, tier 9. It's going to take a ton of XP to unlock it, so it's going to be a while. But there is the skin, and you can do the same thing with Sage. All you have to do is activate that contract and just play games to unlock XP. You go through all of this, and then you get Sage's Classic. So, guys, I hope this video did help you out. If it did, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe with notifications on, because we're uploading daily Valorant content every single day at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But guys, it's going to wrap it up for today's video. Thank you so much for watching all the way through this video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.